If anything on this channel, I try to promote mental health, and that's by analyzing things, by understanding things, finding the meaning behind stories, the drama, the emotional context, what has value to you. That's really what I'm trying to do here. So when the World Health Organization starts drafting a concept of a gaming disorder, I tend to look at this with a very skeptical mindset, going, okay, let's believe that they have something going for them here and see what their idea is for a gaming disorder. And it says, a gaming disorder is characterized by a pattern of persistent or recurrent gaming behavior, okay, digital gaming or video gaming, which may be online, i.e. over the internet, or offline, manifested by one, impaired control over gaming. Now, if you're playing a game and you're being impaired or you have poor control, that might have nothing to do with gaming unless you have literally gamed yourself for hours and hours on end for days and days, and you can't see, you can't move your legs, you can't move your arms or something. That would be an impaired control over gaming. Now, they list a bunch of properties like the onset of gaming. When do you start gaming? As soon as you wake up? Okay, maybe. Frequency. How often do you game during the day? Okay, I could see that being a problem. Intensity. I don't know how intense people are playing games. I mean, it's not like a physical sport. You can drop the controller or walk away from your keyboard at any time. So I'm not sure where they're going with that. Duration, okay. Some games do take a lot of time to play, or you could play multiple games. Okay, I can't see the problem there because you could always stop, you could always do other things. Termination, I'm assuming how often they don't terminate their gaming. And context, that is very important, and it's also very non-descriptive. What do you mean by context? In what context do I have impaired control over gaming? I have no idea. Number 2, increasing priority given to gaming to the extent that gaming takes precedence over other life interests and daily activities. Well, that's interesting. I mean, gaming is a hobby. It's something you do after all your things in life, like work and sleep and play, and well, play I guess is gaming. So that could be a problem. Yeah, obviously, if your recreation is taking over your job. And number 3, continuation or escalation of gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences. Now that's interesting. A form of negative reinforcement, like your eyes are hurting because you've been staring at the screen too much, or your legs are asleep, or you're not going to class, or you're not going to work. That would obviously be a negative consequence, or a thing you're not doing, which you should be doing. I don't think the problem would be the gaming aspect, although it's possible. A lot of people enjoy gaming because of the beneficial aspects like stress release, or having stimulating ideas enter their minds and being interactive in those ideas. That could be a lot more compelling than your job or other things, of course. The behavior pattern is of sufficient severity to result in significant impairment in personal, family, social, educational, occupational, or other areas of functioning. All right, I'm sure our hobbies do impact all those areas of our life in some degree. Of course they do. Negatively, it's hard to gauge that. The pattern of gaming behavior may be continuous or episodic and recurrent. Well, that's like saying people who like hobbies love their hobbies. They're passionate about their hobbies. They could take over their lives. That could be their profession. There is, of course, competitive gaming. You can make a YouTube channel just on gaming, and that could be your passion, and you could be playing and streaming, and that would be your lifestyle. The gaming behavior and other features are normally evident over a period of at least 12 months in order for a diagnosis to be assigned, which means someone has to first say, okay, buddy, you got a problem, calling a psychologist or psychiatrist, and then they have to analyze you for 12 months? That's very odd. Okay. Although the required duration may be shortened if all diagnostic requirements are met and symptoms are severe. I don't know what the diagnostic requirements are, and that sounds very odd in general to have a diagnosis over a year of behavior. It's like saying, well, how often do you like watching movies? Well, every week. So how long have you been doing that? All my life. Okay, well, there's a problem, I guess. Then there's exclusions, which is hazardous gaming. And I'm just going to glance over that. Hazardous gaming refers to a pattern of gaming, either online or offline, that appreciably increases the risk of harmful physical and mental health consequences. I'm assuming online gaming, a high degree of stress and hatred towards humanity, or if you play any BioWare game with a single player that drives you up the wall. Yeah, I could see that. Okay. The pattern of gaming is often persists. Wait, the pattern of gaming is often persists in spite of awareness of increased risk of harm to the individual or to others. Again, I don't know how that's possible. Okay, gaming is obviously the biggest hobby, entertainment, money-making industry ever. It surpasses movies and all other forms of entertainment I can think of. So naturally, there's going to be some fringe people that have these extreme reactions. They obsess over it. I, of course, obsess over the story aspects of gaming. I want to find the meaning behind an interactive medium. That's just me. Does it affect my personal, my professional, my social, my family life? No, I don't think so. My educational, well, I read a lot. Whether I'm gaming or reading, I guess that's educational. Occupation, yeah, these have to be fringe things. I've never met someone who's actually physically hurt themselves over gaming, or have impaired their social lives. Now, I could be totally off here, guys. This is why I'm asking you people, if you know anyone who has had negative impacts to gaming, like they're spending a lot of time and money, perhaps, on their gaming habit as opposed to their gaming hobby. Yeah, I'd like to know. So please do tell me if you know of any people, if this is a real thing, if you know any people, or maybe yourself, you've had some problems with gaming that you've been doing it too much, and what has happened to you, and how you've corrected yourself, because I've never seen that happen before. So please do leave a comment. Thank you.